Okay, so it's been a long time since I posted anything. I've been in the hospital for the last 2 days. My severe swelling and back pain and all the rest of the last many weeks came to a head. I just got out of having an injection put in my spine. It's for steroid and to numb my spine and steroids. Yeah, so I've been in the hospital for a few days. I have been in the transition of going from one hospital system to another, which has been rocky because it's hard when they have all your information, but because you have to come into the new next system and explain everything. The good news is they have access to those records very easily, but at the same time, you have to explain like why you're upset with your care at the other place. You don't have to, but you know, Norton's is just so insensitive. I mean, I just kept having to go back because they have all my information, and here they don't have my information. So for a minute, it was like they were treating everything with a very, very light hand, and just being super cautious, which I get. But, they just didn't understand the full gravity of the pain and the swelling and the situation all the time. Then it got to a place where it was just like, it's just no return. My back is a mess. We finally got I've had some CT scans done on my back, but they got in there with the MRI. And then I spoke with the neurologist yesterday, and then they're doing they just did the injection on my back. So that's where I'm at with it. The police case where the person like almost hit me with the car some weeks back, I have a detective assigned because we showed the cops the camera work where they did it. So I have a detective assigned to my case there. Hopefully we can get something done. They know who did it. We have suspects anyways. We have solid suspects about who did it. So that's starting to get handled. So that's good. They may discharge me today. They may not. I'm not sure. I'm feeling really groggy right now. Like I'm not allowed to walk around by myself. So just a matter of how long the sedation takes to wear off. I might have them give me another pain pill just because when the numbness starts to wear off, because it takes a few days for the steroid to take effect. So, yeah. And the sedation's got me a little woozy. And, I've been on morphine and pain medication for 2 days. So it's like, that's had me sleepy and woozy. So hopefully this is a start on getting my back fixed and starting to get some of this crazy swelling down. And then the hospital system I'm with now, I'm trying to get into their rheumatology and nephrology departments, so we can start addressing other issues so my back isn't hurting so bad all the time, and vice versa. Start getting all that handled. Oh God, no, Norton, they were never really like super friendly, but like they just only became more and more hostile. I straight up had to have a charge nurse send it up the ranks to make sure one doctor in particular never charges or touches my chart again. Just nope, never touch my chart again, never bother me again. You know, because I mean, on the offhand chance something crazy happens, you know, ambulance is going to take you where they take you. So if they end up accidentally taking me back there, you know, I'll make sure like he never comes near my chart. I don't care. Never. And I looked into him more, you know, I was like, is this just me? You know, is this just me in my head? You know, like, am I just being mean, being sensitive? Because I can be a little sensitive sometimes, but, you know, and I just started looking up reviews on him. It's not me. No, he's review after review. He's arrogant. He's dismissive. He's yeah, a lot of people do not like him. So he's got quite a few reviews about the same thing going years back. So I was just like, you know, it's not just me. It's not in my head. He's some type of way. And I'm guessing they've had probably complaints that aren't even in reviews. I'm sure he seems like he's problematic. I mean, I'll give him one thing. He's super smart. He's a smart guy. He's really smart. He's a smart doctor. I mean, all doctors are smart, but I mean, like, he's clearly a very smart doctor, a smart ER doctor. But he's some type of way. He really is. He has a serious attitude, really nasty, hateful attitude. He has like no bedside manner. You know, first meeting of the time I met him, he was asking me about my insurance. It's like, geez. You know, then he told me, he's just like, why don't you just fly back to Washington State and get seen? Because that's who my insurance is through. And it's just like, listen, I can't help my mom died and I had to take care of things. And, you know, I'm in the process of switching things over anyways. You know, this really not your place anyways. And, you know, I was like, are you serious? Because really, like, if I wanted to go see a primary care, like an urgent care doctor, you know, those visits, office visits usually cost about $150 to $200. How much a round trip ticket plus all the other expensive added, and going to see a doctor and all their heads, that's $1,000. And when I could just take $200 here and go see urgent care. And it's just like, the way my insurance is set up here, I can only go to the ER and then go from there. If the ER recommends me go from there, they'll pay for it. But, I mean, it's just how it's set up. And, I mean, that's just how my insurance has me going through things. And, I mean, that's fine. But then I had another ER doctor. We just want to make sure you don't think I work in HIPAA law. I know what a primary care doctor is. I know the difference between that and the ER. I mean, I work in law. I mean, it's like they think everybody that's not in medicine is a complete dumbass. It's just like, that is not the case at all. And I do not think of him. I would not hire him as my primary care doctor over my dead body. Yeah, no way. No way. No. And she said this, and she didn't realize, like, I already had him banned from my chart. I don't want him near my chart. I don't think of him that way at all. In fact, I don't even think of him as my ER doctor anymore. Don't come near me. And the thing is like, last time I was in there, he was my doctor that was attending to my case, but I didn't even see him once. He just sent his staff in there to be rude to me the entire time. Really rude. And they usually are rude. but like they were extra rude. I don't know what it is about Norton and their nurses, but they're all like dismissive, aloof, and rude. I mean, I'm being general, but for the most part, I mean, there's always some nice ones, but no, they were all clearly like drinking straight from his Kool-Aid and being some type of way towards me because of him. And I was coming in there with legitimate concerns because it's not like I'm going in there like, I cut my finger, I got a paper cut, fix it. You know, I'm coming in with extreme swelling of the legs to the point where my skin cracks open. I don't know if you know how bad that hurts. Severe back pain, which on the CT, they said I had a herniated disc and a bunch of other stuff. The MRI showed something that's somewhat different. But the neurologist still decided to have me stay overnight and get an injection in my back, you know? I mean, so, you know, I mean, it's still serious. Whatever is going on is serious. Serious enough. And, you know, it hurts. It's painful. And whenever my legs swell up, they're better now, but I've been on Lasix and stuff. But whenever my legs swell up, when they swell up, you know, it puts more pressure on all that. You know, and I have some sort of rheumatological issues. I've got possible nephrology issues. You know, I mean, it's a lot. I'm not coming into ER for nothing. And he's just like, I can only treat blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, yeah, I get that. But, you know, normally when it gets this bad for this long, they just admit me and they start, you know, delving deeper. And you're just holding off on that. And I don't understand. And I don't really want you on my case anymore. I mean, I ran it up through admin. You know, sorry, I don't care what doctor you are. Everybody's got a boss. Everybody's got a chain of command. And, you know, I went straight to the charge nurse and I was just like, listen, you make sure he never goes near my chart again. On the offhand chance I ever have to come in here again, which I'm going to do everything in my power to never make sure that never happens. And, you know, you start reading the reviews on the guy, same stuff. It's just bedside manner, poor bedside manner, poor attitude, all kinds of other things. Yeah, so, you know, some health conditions, you just end up in the hospital a lot until things start getting controlled. And you think I want to be here? Not really. You think I want to feel this bad? It's annoying. And I had a 9-centimeter cyst on my ovary rupture. That's like surgery territory. They should have admitted me, and they didn't. That's the scary part, is they didn't admit me when I had a ruptured 9-centimeter. That, like, is so stupid. I mean, they're just so stupid. Seriously, if you live in Louisville, do not go to Norton. Go anywhere else. I mean, U of L is not great either. They're only good for, like, severe trauma and very specific things, but anything else, their ER sucks. I mean, unless you're going in for a gunshot wound or something, you know, you have like a knife sticking out of you. I mean, I would probably avoid the U of L ER. And it's hilarious because the one downtown is packed. Everybody and their mom goes there. And then the one on the East End, it's crickets. Nobody's there. And let me tell you, the ER doctor I dealt with at the one in the east end of town, I only gone to U of L a couple times. And that was just like in desperation because I'm like at a loss for care. I hate U of L. I hate U of L's medical system. I've hated it for years. I had a really bad experience years ago, and it stuck with me. I only go there for a last resort. And I went there this last time. They didn't even take my blood pressure. And then she starts handing me prescriptions for Flexeril and all this other crap. And it's like, you didn't take one vital and you're going to start in on all the... Okay. She didn't even ask me about Flexeril, which I don't like to take because it's too much for me. It's too heavy. I mean, and then she was like trying to talk to me, because I was trying to talk to her about how unhappy I am with the ER situation, and for doctors, you'd think they'd understand insurance, my insurance only takes ER. I mean, they'll go past that, but you have to go through the ER first because of the situation. And because I'm not paying out of pocket, fuck that. Especially for a bunch of doctors that were rude to me. The system I'm in now, everybody's great. Everybody's been super nice. It's been a challenge transitioning. So, and getting them to see, like, there's very, very serious health conditions here. It's not that they don't see it, but they're just so light-handed because Norton had been taking care of everything. But I'm trying to make it clear to them, like, I don't want to go to Norton's anymore. Like, I don't want them handling anything. I mean, I feel like a goddamn pharmacy tech, all the different drugs they've had me on and combinations, and it's been ridiculous. So, yeah, no, I mean, so far, so good with this system. I'm happier. It just took a minute. Yeah, I'm so tired. They gave me a bunch of sedation, so I don't know. I don't know if they're letting me out today or not. It just depends. But I'm gonna get some food. I'm starving. I wasn't allowed to eat because I had to get sedated.